There are you, Kabaka. Welcome.
Yeah, man. Blessed love.
Blessed. So thank you very much for being here with us in PelaGatos from Argentina to Jamaica. It's a great honor having you here.
Yeah, man. Give thanks, you know. Give thanks for life.
Ahí lo tenemos. There is Mighty Roots, another PelaGatos. Kabaka Pyramid, my friend. Mighty Roots, my other friend.
Greetings,
yeah, man.
Kabaka.
Big up yourself, mate. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. No respect. Thanks for having me, you know. Gracias.
It's a pleasure. Where are you, Kabaka?
Well, right now I'm actually in I'm not in Jamaica right now. I'm in Miami. I'm visiting my family, you know.
Okay.
In my second home in Miami, yes. But I was just in Jamaica 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I was in Jamaica for the whole COVID and experienced the whole lockdown and the curfew and everything with COVID, you know.
Bien, bueno, nos cuenta que estaba en Jamaica hace 2 semanas, que vivió todo el tema del COVID y ahora está en Miami, que es su segunda casa, que tiene familia ahí. And how was the situation in Jamaica, Kabaka?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually, as far as the numbers are getting higher every day now. But for the most part, from like March till around like July, the numbers were really low. I think it was about 200 to 300. And then as soon as we start doing campaigns for elections and things like that, and, the numbers them just start going up like crazy. So, but people kind of panicking. We're decently disciplined. Everybody wear masks when you go into business places and social distancing. But there were a lot of parties were going on and nobody not wearing no mask or nobody not social distancing or nothing. But but that was going on for a good while. But we had the curfew. At one point. It was 6 p.m. You can't leave your house. And then it moved to 7, 8, 9, and then it was at 11. Okay. It was at 11 for maybe 2 months.
In the night.
And
11
then
in the night.
Yeah, 11 in the night. And then when the numbers started to go back up, they started to bring back down the curfew again.
Okay.
So yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Bueno, ahí nos contaba la situación de Jamaica con el COVID, que venía tranquilo entre marzo y junio, 200, 300 contagiados por día, pero después se empezó a desmadrar con el tema de juntadas por temas políticos. Creo que hay elecciones y después más adelante se empezó, había toque de queda a las 6, después a las 7, después a las 8, después a las 9, después a las 10, después a las 11, y que ahora hay fiesta, la gente al principio se cuidaba y que ahora no, así que está medio complication.
So Kabaka, still you were in a lockdown situation, but you was working like every day since 2018 from Kontraband. You've been doing like a single every month. The latest, if I'm not mistaken, is with Christopher Martin, Quarantine, the lover song, right?
Well, no, man, we dropped a lot of music since Quarantine. Quarantine was probably the first major single this year. But since that, we dropped Dreams to Reality, Babylon Falling. Nice Up the Dance. Whole heap of music dropped. From juggling rhythms like Energy, Black Liberation, Tribulation, and then some collaborations like 5Gs and Kane Fields. The whole heap of, even Same Prayer with Chronixx. The whole heap of music, man.
That's more than 10. That's a new album.
Yeah, it's more than 10 for sure. Because I just posted on Instagram the other day asking people which is their favorite, and it was 10 songs, and I left out at least 3 other songs. So it's maybe and about 13, 14.
It's all different producers and different featurings as well.
Yeah, different producers, different collaborations, yeah.
And which one of these new singles, more than 10, is the one or the main one that people most liked?
Well, it's interesting because when I post a question on Instagram, a lot of people love Babylon Falling. Some people love Nice Up the Dance. Even 5Gs, a lot of people love 5Gs, and Same Prayer with Chronixx for sure. I think those are the songs that I see get mentioned the most.
Ok. Le estaba preguntando que en todo este tiempo, desde que lanzó el disco, bueno, en 2018, Kontraband, ha hecho un montón de singles. Y yo le mencioné Quarantine como si fuera el último con Christopher Martin y me dice, no, ese no fue el último. Tiene como Same Prayer con Chronixx, Black Liberation, Babylon Falling, Nice Up the Dance, which is Nice Up the Dance is a remake from Michigan Smiley from Studio One on the real rock rhythm. Whose idea was it? Tell me
was, well, it's VP. VP is doing a project, dancehall anthems project, where they're remaking, you know, a lot of songs from them era, from like the 80s and you know, even 70s and 90s as well. So Jeremy Harding, who is producing the project, he gave me a bunch of songs to choose from and asked which of them I would be comfortable singing. So that was a song that for me, I felt like I could deliver that song pretty confidently. You know what I mean? So it's me chose the song, but the idea ultimately come from VP and Jeremy Harding.
Like a long time man a DJ in a dance. That's your thing,
yeah,
right?
a long time.
Le preguntaba
Yeah,
sobre
it's not just the other day.
It's just not the other day. Like, okay, let me translate. Le estaba preguntando sobre Nice Up the Dance, el último video y single que sacó, y es un proyecto de BP Records que están haciendo un homenaje a los himnos del dancehall. Y Jermaine, what's the last name of the producer?
Jeremy Harding. It's Jeremy Harding.
Jermaine Harding, el productor de este proyecto, le dio una lista para que él elija y él se sintió cómodo eligiendo esta canción, que es de Michigan Smiley, la primera versión sobre el real rock rhythm, grabada en Studio One. Y él eligió esta canción porque se sintió muy representado, y yo le mencionaba una letra de la canción que es Long Time Man a DJ in a Dance, y esa es como la historia de Kabaka. Kabaka has been a long time in a dance. Like, before 2011, you dropped your first EP, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But you've been tell us a little about your background before this. Where you coming from?
Well, I actually start from out of the sound system world, from in high school days, like the later part of high school, we started a sound system called Time Bomb Sound. And we used to voice dub plate. I remember we was one of the first sound them uptown in Kingston to have cartel on dub plate. And we usually voice whole heap of Wayne Marshall and them kind of artists there. You know what I mean? And then we built a studio. The studio that we built to voice dub plate is like...
Was that Bebble Rock originally?
Yeah, man. Original Bebble Rock. Yeah, or it was called Bebble Team at the time because it was a large group of us, a lot of DJ and rappers and producers and things, and we was just making crazy music. It's like we had our own like Wu-Tang Clan kind of, you know, just like 8-9 of us that do projects together and do albums, and a lot of hip-hop and reggae and dance mix up together, you know, because we used to love watching hip-hop and listening to hip-hop from 1996 come right up, where I listened to Biggie and Nas and Jay-Z and Big Pun and all of the lyricists, you know, Mos Def, Talib Kweli. So we used to love hip-hop as well, and it's really 2011 now where I kind of felt confident with my voice to start singing and doing reggae music and singing on key with the pitch and all of them kind of things. So I bring in some of the skills and the lyrics from my hip hop experience and them kind of thing and bring it into reggae music and fuse it together, you know?
Okay, so let me translate a little. Le estaba preguntando sobre los orígenes. En el 2011 él fue cuando se lanzó como artista, pero hay un background anterior y él tenía un grupo desde el high school, desde el secundario, con amigos, que eran varios, eran como estilo norteamericano de grupos de hip hop tipo Wu-Tang, donde así eran como 8 o 9 y empezaban a hacer versiones arriba de dubplates, de versiones de Wayne Marshall, y hacían mucha mezcla entre hip hop y dancehall y reggae, pero no fue sino hasta 2011 que él se sintió confidente, con confianza suficiente como para lanzarse. Now, from that time y ahí nació Bebble Rock, que es su actual banda y sello y estudio. From
Yeah.
from that early time, Kabaka, who is still in the project? I understand that your band, your studio, and your label is Bebble Rock, all the same. But are the same people still there?
Most of the people not there. The latest,
Nice.
the latest to who was there from original time is Korofire. Korofire is, he's still a part of the family, but he's kind of doing his own thing now. So it's really just me and management, that's there from the beginning. My two managers, Abishai and Dwayne, have been there from high school, So it's really us. A lot of the other artists have gone and branch off and do their own thing and doing different types of music and thing. But, it's really,
You produce Korofire as well, right?
Yeah. I produce his EP. And but he works with a lot of different producers. He's doing his thing now,
Okay. Le preguntaba sobre cuánta gente de ese primer crew, de ese grupo, todavía se mantenían juntos, y me dice que desde la época del secundario está él y dos personas que son su management, y que había un artista que es Korofire, que él produjo en 2016, I think, the first EP Korofire, right?
Around 2016, yeah.
Y que ahora, bueno,
Rough
Korofire, Rough Diamond es el bueno. Let us know a little. I understand you have big influence in Jamaican music. I mean, there's some artists that really impacted you. What is the influence of Sizzla, for example, in your message in music?
Definitely, Sizzla is a big influence on me. Even just as a Rasta youth, growing up in a Christian family and thing, is really Sizzla music opened my eyes to, a wider view of spirituality and of my African identity and things like that. So definitely his music brought that message. Cause I grew up listening a lot of Bob Marley with my father and thing, and some Peter Tosh too, and heavily influenced by them as well, just in terms of how to position yourself in your career with a band and all of these kind of things. But when it come to the message of Rastafari, for me, that kind of militant, fiery Rasta message, that really inspired a lot by Sizzla, But we have a whole heap of influences too, like even Damian Marley, a heavy influence, Stephen too. I remember even in high school, I was a big Sean Paul fan, and that's before him get the big bus internationally, when he was just doing music locally, and he was enough for the rhythm them, and we did love Sean Paul going high school, you know what I mean? And Spragga Benz too as a lyricist, obviously Bounty Killer, them man they're everybody artists, and Baby Shaman thing, them days too. So we have to big up all them artists, Buju Banton, Capleton, that whole Rasta generation too, with Anthony B and Narisman. All of them impact me at different points. Midnight too, there was a point when I was living in Orlando, Florida, and all me did I listen was Midnight. You know what I mean? So yeah, we definitely have to big up artists like Pressure too. Them man they are real, I like my friend, my real brethren, and big influence on me too. I remember may I tell you a quick story? I remember I was in Orlando with my brethren them from Virgin Islands, and I go over my brethren yard, and Pressure was there. I never meet Pressure before, but he was voicing some dub plate. And the man record about 13 dub plate, one take, like every single one of them. Like the man no make no mistake, the man no drop the pitch, no time at all. And that just inspire me as a man where constantly I grow vocally and paying attention to them thing. Them man, they're big influence. I know you have a lot to translate.
Yes, I have a lot to translate, but let me just say this. Le prometo a toda la gente que está mirando que cuando hagamos esto para el programa de televisión lo voy a traducir todo con...
Lo vamos a subtitular, ¿no?
I am going, Kabaka, to not lose the rhythm, I'm going to translate with later.
Mighty.
So, okay, cool.
Mighty.
No problem.
Kabaka, I was searching about you, and you have a combination with Damian Marley, and you told us just a moment ago that it was one of your mentors, or
Definitely.
how was that moment recording with Damian? It was like a dream come true.
Yeah, man, definitely. Because all right, when it come to like, all right, Damian music is like the blueprint for so many of our music nowadays, because him is a perfect mix of reggae, hip hop, and dancehall. And from the production to the vocals, him have some song on halfway through the album where it's like him rapping but in a DJ style. You know what I mean? And him really set the pattern in terms of how to establish yourself as an artist and as an album artist, and kind of make your thing stand out and different from everybody. Him don't have to put out 500 songs. If him put out 10 songs, 10 of them solid and 10 of them are going to play. You know what I mean? So him being able to work with him was definitely a great learning experience for me, and a privilege, because not many get to work with him. You know what I mean? And the fact that him choose me as an artist that him want to produce and things like that definitely felt good. I remember just getting the call, with me and my virgin him, and him say, yo, him want to work on a project, and we're like, yeah.
He called you.
I feel like we feel good.
He called you.
Yeah, man.
Whoa.
Yeah, man, definitely. And it was a great feeling. And we just link up in Miami, because he's here. So I'm here working on the second album with him right now.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm here in Miami too. So yeah, I know I said visiting family as well, but we kind of live here as well. I'm in between Miami and Jamaica, because I do so much work here. So it's like we're second home away from home.
Send regards to Damian. So we are.
Yeah, man. I got studio tonight.
Well, we also dream to talk with him.
Nice.
So, bueno, yo le preguntaba, él nos había dicho que Damian era uno de sus mentores, y que, yo le preguntaba por una combinación que tuvo con él, y decía que era un sueño hecho realidad, que también ahora está trabajando en el segundo disco con Damian, que ahora se va a la noche a grabar con él. Así que nada, le metíamos una fichita para ver si nos hacía la pata con Damian para pegar una nota, ¿no?
So these are good news that you're already working on your second big album with Damian. This is not known.
Yeah, man, definitely working on the second one.
Great.
Can you give us a little advance of something that's going on, or it's all secret and surprise?
Combination?
No, it's still early stages. We're just working on the production and thing right now. I have some songs that I was working on as well, because I'm always recording and producing and thing, but definitely working on the sound of the project now with Damian and crafting some rhythms and thing,
Ahí nos cuenta que él está trabajando con Damian en los sonidos recién en los momentos tempranos, apenas empezando a caminar el camino de este segundo álbum. Kabaka, how is the method of working? Like, you go with a song and Damian, and you sit with Damian and you read it, you sing it, and I don't know, he put a rhythm. How is the method of the working, of the creation of the new album?
Yeah, sometimes it depends. It depends, because like Natural Woman was a song that I had before, and we produce a rhythm around it. He produced a rhythm, and we had like even Irish Soldier from Barcelona play guitar. He was there in the session, and Young Poe up on the keys. Young Poe is a bad producer as well. Damian Marley keysy, and Damian up on the drums with the MPC. You know what I mean? So that is kind of the method where we use and just build the rhythm around the song. But sometimes we just start with an idea like a chord progression on the piano, and then we just, build whatever come to mind, we build around it. Damian typically will coordinate the vision for it, but his main thing is the drums. Okay. That's the main thing where him will do, and him will cut up samples. Sometimes we'll listen music and listen for a sample, and then say make we sample that, you know, and then cut it up on the MPC and things like that. So
Okay.
yeah, it just depends, you know. Sometimes we have the song, sometimes we start from the rhythm. I like to start from the rhythm. I like to write when I talk to rhythms, you know.
Okay. Bueno, nos contaba la metodología de trabajo que va variando, a veces empieza desde la canción, a veces desde un rhythm. Nos contaba que está el tecladista de Damian, que también es productor, alguien que vive en Barcelona, no me acuerdo el nombre, que toca la guitarra.
Iris Soldiers.
Bueno, y está también Damian tocando los tambores electrónicos, ¿no?
Claro, el MPC, no sé cuál será el modelo hoy.
Y el mejor, el number one.
Drum machine. I want to know, Kabaka, you've always been with the issues you address, very political, you know, in borders, talking about refugees and everything. Nowadays, with this lockdown situation, and I mean, there's a lot of speculations of what's really going on. Have you been really influenced on addressing new issues? Can you talk to us a little about the new themes that we can expect on your new songs?
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole heap of things going on and a whole heap to talk about, you know, from the vaccine situation to, you know, to disease, just to human beings and them diet and them health overall, you know, to the whole new world order situation and the digital age, where this COVID situation kind of forcing humanity into a digital age where everything is virtual and social media and Zoom and you know what I mean, TikTok and all of these things. And we see in the basketball games we have the virtual fans and all of these things where COVID forcing on us, and we see the stock market, the tech companies making crazy money in the stock market and making billions off of these things, and the pharmaceutical companies and things. So there's a lot to talk about with the music, and I'll definitely be addressing a lot of these things on the next album for sure.
Le estaba preguntando que él siempre ha sido con sus líricas una persona muy política, hablando de las fronteras, de los refugiados, de la brutalidad policial, y le preguntaba si nos podía adelantar algunas de las nuevas temáticas que va a encarar en este nuevo disco, y me dice que hay un montón de cosas para hablar, desde las vacunas, la tecnología, la virtualidad, de cómo un montón de farmacéuticas se están llenando los bolsillos, las empresas de tecnología, la gente está siendo ahora acostumbrada a ver deportes con fans virtuales en las gradas, y que bueno, que él va a estar tocando estos temas y otros nuevos también. What are your thoughts, Kabaka, on if you can share with us on the vaccine and the health? Do you think it's necessary? What do you think if the world makes it mandatory? Where would you stand if we could know? Do you have an opinion?
Well, personally, I'm not taking any. That's one thing I know, because there's just not enough research on these things, the effectiveness of it. And then what some research is telling us, that, you know, some of these vaccines are linked with Alzheimer's and linked with dementia and all of these things. And we know about what Bill Gates and them man that did and kill whole heap of girls in India, you know, and then bring vaccines with syphilis in Africa and all kind of things over the years. So we definitely feel like it's you know, I know people who never take vaccine in them life and them never get sick, you know. So it's like there's no evidence to show that this vaccine, you know, people take flu vaccine and still I get flu all the time, you know what I mean? So what is the purpose? You're introducing a virus into your body. The only thing you need to do for your immune system is to eat healthy. You know, most of the food that we eat is mucus, the food creating, acidic foods. You know, the humans were made to eat fruits and green leaf vegetables, and them, even in this is it tell you. You know what I mean? And people neglect that, and people eat all of these things, and then when the diseases come now, we expect that we just expect it to be normal, that we have to go to doctor and we have to go take drugs. And the thing is, these drugs go into your body and they don't leave your body. Your body cannot eliminate the drugs. So them end up in your bloodstream. And then them end up in your joints and you get arthritis and all of these kind of things. So is really the lifestyle and the things that we consider normal. For me, is the problem why we shouldn't need vaccine. You know what I mean?
Straight talk. Le estaba preguntando a Kabaka cuál era su opinión sobre el tema de las vacunas y me bajó toda la data, me dice que él no confía en esto, que él no la va a tomar, que conoce un montón de gente que no se ha enfermado nunca y nunca se ha vacunado, que la comida es el problema, que la comida está sintéticamente generada con un montón de mucosa y está enfermando a las personas, que no hay evidencias que la vacuna salve a la gente, que no se sabe mucho del virus, que hay casos en India con Bill Gates y sus vacunas que ha lastimado y enfermado gente, en África también, con un montón de enfermedades. Básicamente, your message, it's not commercial. We cannot expect you performing on a condition, right?
No, it's different. It's a different vibe. You know, it's for the people. Yeah, it's not for the money mongers, you know?
Okay,
Well,
Kabaka, how is your relationship with ganja? Do you grow your own ganja? How is the situation in your life?
You know, it's very funny because me and Ganja had a very good relationship for about 5 years. It only lasted 5 years, and then I don't know if it's because I used to use the tobacco with it, but it's like I started having problems with my chest, you know, and the smoke started to bother me and thing, and I just was getting anxiety and all kind of things. So I just decided to just put it down because I realized that it wasn't really changing over time, and I couldn't really enjoy it, you know, whether I use the tobacco or not. So it's like, it's such a powerful herb, and I'm a very sensitive person, you know.
You mix it with grava in a Jamaican
yeah,
style?
I used to, yeah, for sure. So maybe that was the problem, you know, but I don't know, you know, but it's a herb that changed my life. It's a herb that changed my mental view towards life, and I started to think deeper about life when I started to use herb. And I always said that once herb change you, is a permanent thing. You don't have to keep using it to maintain that. I think a lot of people depend on it a little too much, not, you know, for recreational and just to feel good, rather than it's actually a herb for healing. You know, I use herbs when there is an issue, when I need to heal an issue, rather than I need something to feel good, and if I don't have it, then I don't feel good kind of thing. I don't think that is how it is intended to be used. You know what I mean? But definitely it's a powerful thing, and I'm an advocate for it because of all of the stuff that it's doing in the medical field when it's used properly. You know what I mean? I don't believe that it should be commercialized like the way it was commercialized now. I think it's a natural herb, and you know, but it's great for the economy as well. Even the hemp side of it, you know, we could be using so much less, you know, wasting so much energy cutting down whole heap of trees and deforestation when we could have been using hemp to do the same things, and it's a much stronger fabric and material and things. So definitely an advocate for the herb, you know.
Bien. Bueno, voy a traducir un poquito de lo que nos contó. Primero nos contó que él fumó durante 5 años, que le abrió la cabeza y demás, pero que hace un tiempo ya dejó de consumir marihuana porque la mezclaba con tabaco y parece que le pegaba mal, que le generaba mucha ansiedad y demás. Entonces la dejó, pero a la misma vez dice que esa planta le cambió la vida, le hizo pensar y entender las cosas de una manera diferente, y habla que apoya la parte medicinal, pero que no está de acuerdo en la manera de comercialización actual de la planta, y a la misma vez cree que el hemp, o sea, la planta industrializada para fabricación de cosas, estaría bueno que se empiece a usar más para no deforestar árboles que tardan años en crecer, y además que la fibra del hemp es como más dura, está como más preparada para eso, que todo esto que se está descubriendo, entre comillas, en estos últimos tiempos debido a la prohibición que tuvo durante muchos años.
Kabaka,
a little resume.
It's like in your lyrics, you play this healing role as well. Do you think that this is your purpose in music, to heal people?
Well, I feel music, I think that's one of the purposes of music in general. I feel like healing is one aspect of it, but I definitely like to share information through music and share the knowledge that I have attained in life. And if that knowledge can heal people, then great. But I never would profess to be a healer, you know what I mean? But music is the healer, we just using it and we adding to it and contributing towards it, you know what I mean? But yeah, big up to the real healers out there who are really healing people, whether it's through herbs or plant medicine or all of these kind of things too, or diet or yoga or breath work and all of these things, we as musicians, we just playing our part in the whole journey of it. It's a holistic thing to me for healing,
Le preguntaba sobre el propósito en la música, si él consideraba que su misión era sanar, y él me dice que la música en sí misma es la sanación, que él es un canal para transmitir información y conocimiento que él ha adquirido en su vida, y que le manda un big up a los verdaderos hombres medicina y mujeres medicina que están haciendo una misión mucho más importante.
Kabaka, last Sunday, Toots Hibbert passed away. Do you know him? Do you have a relationship? What can you tell us about him?
Well, I didn't really know him personally. I met him once at the last performance I saw him during Reggae Month in Jamaica. The Jaria Wednesday show at Emancipation Park, and it was a brilliant performance. And I got to meet him because my father knows him very well.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it's one of your parents have friends where you don't really meet over, he knew him like back in the day and things. So it's not like him amongst him a lot, in recent years. So I haven't been, had the privilege of like visiting at him home and things. Okay. But like my father would have do them things. But just watching the man performance and just seeing the level of mastery of musicianship where the man have. It's like the band just go where him go. If he starts singing soft, the band plays soft. If him, you know what I mean? Even when them go into our next song, him just start singing something and then the band just start play. It's not like a drum a count off and I say 1, 2. It's like them just go wherever him a go. Okay. And it's just the level of musicianship on a superb level. Them man is real legends. So it hurt me bad. You know what I mean? When them man they pass, and if it's COVID cause it make it even worse because we know say this thing was made in a lab. At the end of the day, this is biological warfare. You know what I mean? And it's taking the lives of so many people. These things could be prevented, but it's all about money. So it's just so sad that a legend like Toots have to fall victim, if it is that is COVID cause it, because we still don't fully know.
Ok, bueno, dice que lo conoció personalmente en el último show que hizo en Jamaica, que sus padres él y su padre eran amigos, pero que no lo conoció personalmente, pero dice que verlo actuar es algo increíble, que no hay nadie como él, que es un número 1 absoluto, que la banda lo seguía para donde iba, si cantaba despacito, la banda iba despacito, que no había cuenta, que no había 1, 2, 3, sino que Toots arrancaba y la banda iba atrás para donde Toots quería, que le rompió la cabeza ver cómo cantaba y cómo se presentaba Toots.
I have a question from a friend from here. He's a musician, Mauro. Big up to Mauro from Los Jugos Locos, Crazy Juice Band. He wants to know how do you feel, Kabaka, about the bingy trap beat? Do you think that singers with a strong hip-hop background like yourself are better on it? What do you feel about this new generation fusion of beats?
Yeah, I like it. I like the sound of it. I think it works well with the hip-hop flow and them kind of thing, like in my song, Energy. Yeah, I don't have no problem with it. I'm all for fusion and forward moving of music. I feel like music should always move forward. As long as it sounds good and you can groove to it, and if it resonates with you as an artist, then yeah, do it. For sure. I think a lot of a lot of how the reggae industry work is you have DJs in various places around the world, and they play what they are used to, and they play what they think is real reggae music. So a lot of them, you know, won't embrace, you know, the fusion sounds and things like that. So from a marketing perspective, I think artists should always, even if you're doing futuristic sounds, always have some songs within the foundation so that you can practically, you know, be safe when it comes to getting your music played around the world. But because you can't change people from not wanting to change. You know what I mean? Some people just will always stick to the root, and you know, if you want your music to reach certain places, then maybe you have to stick to the foundation a little bit. You know what I mean? Like with me, with reggae music and Nice Up the Dance and them kind of songs. But I will do any kind of music as long as I resonate with it and I feel it, you know?
Le preguntaba una pregunta que mandó Mauro Solasi de los Jugos Locos sobre el Bingy Trap, qué le parecía este beat para los cantantes que tienen una fuerte influencia en hip hop y qué piensa de las fusiones. Y Kabaka me dice que sí, que hay que agarrar todo, que hay que tener mente abierta, que mientras tengas vibe, la música tenga vibe, va a alcanzar. Lo que él siente es que hay muchos DJs alrededor del mundo que se quedan solamente radicalizados en lo que para ellos es reggae y no están abiertos a recibir sonidos más futuristas. Pero que hay que romper con eso, que la música en realidad trasciende el género, trasciende el beat, tiene que ver con el mensaje y la vibra.
Well, Kabaka, perdón, Mighty Kabaka, there you have your home studio. I am seeing a mic. Do you record something there? You play? Oh, nice. Oh, what are
right
you?
Now, I watch Barcelona.
That was my
I
question.
record at home, you know.
Okay.
But, you know, it depends, because obviously I can go to studio. Obviously I can go to studio and record as well, but you know, sometimes you get an inspiration and you're at home and you just want to record at the same time, you know. So definitely I always have a setup.
Okay, how is going Barcelona?
2-1. Them is a pre-season game against Girona.
Okay.
And it'll go on okay, you know. A lot of new players. But I'm not sure about the system we're going on and thing in Barcelona with the presidency and all of that. Is a big mess, but yes, hopefully they can play some good football, you know.
Bueno, está viendo al Barcelona que va ganando 2-1 a un equipo italiano, al Genoa, y dice que está jugando bien con muchos jugadores nuevos. Do you like Messi? I think you love
Messi all. Just score. Messi just score. Yeah, it's 3-1 now. But yeah, man, Messi, I love Messi. I've been a Messi fan. I bought Messi jerseys over the years. But really, I've been saying that I think for the club to grow and to move on, I think Messi needs to move on. Okay. I've been saying it for about 3 years now. You know, because the thing about it is Messi attracts so much attention. It's like players like Coutinho, Griezmann, even from Ibrahimovic and Neymar and players like that. It's like they don't get to play like how they normally play because Messi is there. It's like you always have to be looking for Messi. You just play like you're in a shell and you can't get to express yourself. And we saw that with Coutinho. It's only Neymar and Dembele I really see. Just because they're not thinking about all of that stuff, them just playing and going forward. And I like players like that. But players like Coutinho, they need to feel important.
Yes.
And when Messi is there, you don't feel important because every ball have to go to Messi. And Messi not running back. Him not helping to defend him. But he's so good. He will score 50 goals for you. You know what I mean? But if him not scoring 50 goals, it not working out. And then we're losing in the Champions League every year. From Roma beat we, Liverpool, you know what I mean? And now Bayern Munich destroy we. So it's like something have to change.
Yes.
And I was just saying to my brethren that we need leaders. Like Messi Messi is the best player, but he's not a leader. You know what I mean? And PK is not a leader either. You know, PK, he might look like he's a leader, but he's not rallying the troops. You know what I mean? Him not getting the best out of the players. So you need to bring in some leadership type of players, and you can't do that when Messi is there, because you can't take away the captain band from him.
Yes.
Kabaka acaba de darle la razón a mucha gente en Argentina que we need in the Argentinian team, we need someone with the leadership. Many people confuse Messi as he's not the leader.
No, he's not a leader. He's not a leader, for sure. It's the same thing with Argentina. Same thing. Because Aguero, Di Maria, them can't get to play like how them supposed to play. Because Messi just attract all the attention. So it really come down to how good Messi plays. If he plays excellent, then your team will win. If he play okay, your team probably not gonna win.
Yes,
you know what I mean? And
bueno, estamos hablando un poco de Messi. Coincidimos en el pensamiento. Dice que cree que Messi se tendría que haber ido al Barcelona ya hace unos años, porque se adquiere toda la atención, y los grandes jugadores que incorpora el Barcelona no pueden sentirse importantes, entonces no pueden demostrar lo que fueron a hacer, cosa que pasa también en la selección argentina, y él también opina igual con Di María, con Agüero, Higuaín, el que sea. Messi is so big, so important, so incredible player.
Dominant.
It's like,
where would you want him to go? To England? You want him to play in England?
I mean,
in Jamaica.
I thought yeah, man, bring him to Jamaica. No, I would like to see him. It would be nice if he was in the US, you know, where I could see him easily. You know, I think that would be good. I think that would be good for football in the US. And good for me personally, but I think he's too good for the football here. It's not on the level.
It's too up.
But Higuaín just come to Miami, so that should be interesting. But I don't know if Higuaín is big enough a profile to really change everything. Like how Beckham and Ibrahimovic and them, man, they changed the whole vibe. But Messi would change everything. In so much money would have pumped into football and advertisements, and I think that would be good for, you know, as somebody who in the Western world, and you know, but I think the best place for him would be Man City.
Manchester City. Claro, bueno, ahí Marty le preguntaba dónde le gustaría que juegue, y dice que en Estados Unidos, porque cambiaría el fútbol de Estados Unidos y demás. Where he could go, he will change all the football in Argentina, in England, in Italy.
No, for sure.
It's like
I would like to see him go back to Argentina. Yes. I think that would be very good. He's saying that he would go back to Newell's, but we don't know. You know, he said that Barcelona is his home, so I don't know. You know, it's one of those weird things. We don't know.
Found a big football fan here, Kabaka.
Yeah, man, we love football.
Do you play
football?
Do you play?
Yeah, I play like once a week. Oh. You know, I played in high school. I made the team 1 year in high school. So
you were a defender, scorer. How do you play?
Attacker.
Attacker.
I like to set up. I like to pass to the scorer. You know, but in high school I was like a center forward. You know, but I like to link up the player. I like to make the pass them. You know, and kind of with the vision.
Bien. Can you compare yourself with a famous player, like the style? We know. I mean, we know the difference, but to imagine,
you know, it's not on the level. But you see, like I always like, cause I'm also an Arsenal fan. I like Barcelona and Arsenal. I always say like Ozil. I like to see myself like a Ozil.
Great player.
You know, like when he's playing at his best. You know, with the passes and the vision and them kind of stuff, for sure. That's how I like to play.
Bueno, le gustaría jugar como Ozil, que juega en el Arsenal. And do you play football with Damian? Damian is playing with the backpack.
Yeah.
And his dreadlocks in the backpack.
All the time. Yeah, man, all the time. And Damian have a gun foot. He love to shoot from far. Anytime he get the ball, he love to shoot.
But he play well, or
kick hard.
or he have
A good baller, man. A good baller, man. A good baller.
Bueno,
And
dice,
Steven a good baller too. Like Steven is like a
I think
Steven
that
is like Steven is like a jobby, you know, like a center forward.
okay. He moved the ball.
Yeah, man, him pass, him distribute the ball.
And
But
who
Damian is like a striker.
the best reggae artist football player? Can you tell me? Or
I mean, probably for me that I know is probably Baby Sham or Chris Martin.
Chris Martin.
Baby Sham wicked. That man there is like a national, you know.
Sham.
But I don't know who else I could say. Have some good ballers still, but definitely Chris Martin a real baller. That man they could have played for Jamaica.
Okay. Big one.
Yeah.
Bueno,
Man.
dice que Chris Martin es el mejor jugador del reggae en el fútbol. Así que, Mighty, ¿tenés algo para preguntarle?
Sí,
Vamos
sí,
hablando.
well, thank you for your time. But
Yes.
when going back to music, when can we expect the next single? I mean, you're launching single practically every 15 days, but what's coming up next?
There is one coming up, but it's a collaboration with Llamó from Italy.
Okay, yes.
I think it's
Twins.
October. I think it's the Twins. I think it's October 2nd.
Okay.
So we shot a video for it in Jamaica, so that should be a nice release as well.
Good people. They
Yeah.
have been in our studios a long time ago.
Yeah, man. Good youth.
Kabaka, can
Well,
you send regards to PelaGatos? Hi, Kabaka, I'm here in PelaGatos. And Mighty.
Yeah, man.
Mighty, si tenés
Yeah,
una
man, for
pregunta.
sure. Yeah, man, for sure, man. This is Kabaka Pyramid, you know, blessing up the whole family at PelaGatos. Don't know Mighty Roots and the whole family. Yeah, just big up yourself. You don't know, just all the listeners keep supporting reggae music, you know what I mean? Supporting Bebble Rock music with there for you. And it's been a pleasure doing the interview and just connecting with the fans and everything, you know what I mean? Just more music, more message, more consciousness, more Rasta-livity, you know what I mean?
Yes, thank you very much, Kabaka. Mighty, ¿querés cerrar con algo?
No, I just want to thank you, Kabaka, for your time, for your
Yeah, man,
righteous
yeah, thanks,
message.
thanks.
Keep up the fight, keep up the good work, and we wait for you here soon to play soccer and to have a great show.
Give thanks, man. Give thanks. Muchas gracias and buenas tardes, you know?
Buenas tardes. Thank you very much, Kabaka. It was a pleasure for
Yeah,
us.
man. Give thanks. Blessed love every
Gracias,
time.
Kabaka.
Blessed
Thank you.
love, Kabaka.
Hey, ¿te perdiste algo? Míralo en nuestro canal de YouTube, youtube.com/fmpelagatos.
Alta nota
Pero-
con Kabaka. Alta onda la de Kabaka.
Re buena onda, escúchame, le vuelvo a repetir a la gente que se conectó tarde que no pudimos hacer el ejercicio de traducir tanto porque, bueno, él tiraba muchísima data y la verdad que me falta ese training, pero vamos cuando lo publiquemos para el programa, vamos a hacer el trabajo porque tiró muchísima data
Muchísimo,
interesante que compartir.
YouTube seguramente nos va a dar una mano traduciendo, ¿no?
Sí, por supuesto. YouTube te traduce todo al toque. Pero bueno, qué lindo charlar, qué simpleza la de este muchacho.
Qué buena onda.
Porque a veces es más difícil, qué sé yo, Skip Marley era simpático, pero era como más duro y este era como más personal, más mano a mano con él.
Sí.
Y me gustó. Y le tocamos el tema a Messi y ¡fua! Se ve que
Era un fanático de Messi.
es fanático de Messi.
Y
Impresionante.
sabe más que mucho de los que opinan acá.
Kabaka es argentino de la selección.
Kabaka es argentino, totalmente. Jugaba de 9 y jugaba en la universidad, ¿viste? Y la universidad yankee generalmente tienen buen nivel,
Tiene nivel, sí.
de deportes, ¿no? Porque entrenan, juegan en canchas de alta gama y demás. No sé si habrán visto.
¿Cómo lo ves
las
jugando
películas.
negro los torneos acá en el Bajo de San Isidro, Kabaka?
No, lo rompen al toque. Pero bueno, lindo pibe, ¿eh? Lindo pibe, linda búsqueda
Sí.
tiene y se está juntando con Damian. Su segundo disco va a ser explosivo, me imagino.
No, y además viste la influencia que tiene con lo militante que es
También.
en su mensaje cuando habló de Sisla, porque yo había visto que él siempre lo menciona a Sisla, pero bueno, mencionó a Bounty Killer, a John Paul, habló de un montón de raperos que, bueno, después lo bajaremos de Estados Unidos, mucha conexión con con el mensaje de la salud, ¿no? De la alimentación, en contra de la vacuna, ya sabemos dónde está parado. Se viene una década fuerte, ¿no? En cuanto a música con mensaje y música que no. Definitivamente este no es un artista que está buscando ganarse el premio MTV ni Grammy. Exacto, ¿no?
No hace reggae pop.
No.
No hace reggae pop.
Aunque el sonido tiene un sonido muy claro, no digo pop, pero tiene un sonido muy limpio en sus temas y demás, aunque sus líricas son más potentes, y está buenísimo que se sumen y que hayan artistas así, conscientes y demás, porque es lo que necesitamos ahora, menos hasta abajo baby y más información, ¿no? Para llenar la cabeza con ideas.
Investigando para la nota, encontré que además viste que tiene un mixtape que hizo en el 2015, que vos pasaste una canción, la versión acústica de Waiting in Vain.
Sí,
ese mixtape
es muy difícil encontrar videos de este nivel de artistas que no te bloquee YouTube enseguida.
Claro, estuvo muy bueno ese que lograste ahí. Pero yo no sabía, pero encontré investigando, me olvidé de mencionárselo. Hay un mixtape que sacó el año pasado que pasó muy por debajo, pero está buenísimo, se llama Africa Awaits, África Espera, que lo recomiendo, lo pueden descargar, yo les paso el link, después está en un Mixcloud.
Pegalo ahí, pegalo ahí en el chat de YouTube, pegalo en el chat de YouTube después.
Ahora lo pongo, listo, ahora lo pongo.
Les recomiendo que agarren y se metan al canal si quieren meterse a un canal para verlo, al de Rototom. Se pueden meter a verlo en el 2016, yo tuve la suerte de verlo en vivo a Kabaka, y es explosivo, es zarpado lo que hace esta persona.
¿Te prende fuego?
Es muy bueno el show que tiene. Siempre invita músicos. Cuando hace shows en vivos, en esa época giraba con Coro Faya, que es un músico también.
Bien.
Claro, lo mencionó, sí.
Y giraba con él toda la gira europea y lo metían algunos temas a cantar en dúo con él, o algún tema de Coro Faya lo hacían también.
Claro, nos contaba eso, Pela, que Coro Faya, cuando le preguntábamos sobre el origen, era de su primer grupo, de su primer crew original del secundario. Claro. Pero que ahora se abrió. Kabaka le produjo en el 2016, justo en ese año que vos los viste, le produjo el primer EP, y ahora él se abrió a trabajar porque también eso es una tendencia que estamos viendo que es muy común, ¿no? Allá los artistas tienen, en un mismo disco, trabajan como con 7 productores.
Sí. Muy común, ¿no? Lo hacía Skip, lo hacía Tessellated, que casi que Protoje, que casi que le hacen 3 temas, uno otro, 2 el mismo artista, 3 otros por allá. Es la magia de la internet, Thor, también, ¿no?
Y también el estilo. Cuando vos querés hacer música para que llegue a más gente, tenés que dejarte influenciar por más gente, me parece. También. Y abrir de esa manera diferentes estilos dentro de lo que tiene él como herramienta, que es su letra y su voz.
Es raro, si lo comparás con cómo trabajan las bandas acá en Argentina, las bandas grandes sobre todo, que trabajan capaz con ningún productor o con uno, ¿no? No sé, pensando en el mercado que está tan difícil acá, del reggae en especial, pero a la misma vez cuando hacen algo diferente el público se enoja, ¿viste?
Claro, eso te iba a decir, que tocó un tema que me pareció importante ponerle cuidado, porque mirá que ellos son de la isla donde nació este género, que tienen muchas ramas, ¿no? Sí. Es su cultura, ¿no? Sí. Y dice que él encuentra en muchos lados del mundo. El otro día lo hablaba con un colega selector que me decía, no, I only play Jamaican roots. Y bueno, listo, está bien, quédate ahí. Pero el mundo está avanzando y los artistas también. O sea, yo a veces digo, yo no quiero entrar en un debate ni digo que una cosa es mejor o la otra, pero lo que sí es clave es como el otro día escuchaba un loco de Brasil, dice, si bancás a Bolsonaro, no banques el reggae. O sea, no sea así, tan hipócrita no podés ser.
Bueno, acá.
Pero entonces digo, si te gusta el reggae, tenés que
extremo.
Acá en Argentina se está usando. Es así. Acá en Argentina se está usando. Si tomamos como ejemplo, por ejemplo, Rondamón, es una banda que el disco anterior, Si Serás, estuvo producido por Néstor de
Néstor, es verdad.
Y el disco que están grabando ahora está hecho por el Chapa Blanco.
Gran productor también.
Entonces,
ambos dos.
Bandas que no se han quedado, quizá no tienen 10 productores en un disco, o 7 u 8, pero sí cambian de un disco a otro, cambian de productor.
Eso está bueno.
Y te das cuenta las
vas
diferencias de los discos.
Yo soy muy feliz de nuestra escena. Nuestra escena, sí, la verdad que
es prolífera.
Está, o sea, tenemos que dar un aplauso a los precursores, y aprovecho para, cuando digo precursores, gracias, vendamos el show del Chelo, que vamos a estar los 3, nos vamos a ver el viernes.
No nos van a ver a nosotros porque vamos a estar haciendo el streaming del Chelo de la Zimbabue a través de Ticket Hoy. Pueden meterse, comprar las entradas, son baratas. Apoyan a un músico que va a estar con su trío, con The Hitmakers, haciendo versiones de las grandes canciones del reggae jamaiquino, ¿no? De los hits,
Sí.
al mejor estilo Zimbabue, y también obviamente van a revisar los hits de la Zimbabue que te pone a bailar hasta la abuela, porque recuerdo una conversación en las montañas catamarqueñas con tíos que tengo allá, que le digo, ¿y vos qué haces? Y yo tengo un proyecto que difunde reggae, que se llama PelaGatos. Ah, mirá qué bien. ¿Y qué es el reggae? Bueno, lo que hace Bob Marley. ¿Y quién es Bob Marley? Oh, shit. ¿A cómo lo solucionás a eso, no?
Le pones tradición
Y le dije, bueno, qué sé yo, los cafres, no palideces, la Zimbabue. Ah, la Zimbabue la conozco, me dice. Gente de 60, 70, ¿no? Pero bueno.
Que fue una banda que abrió el reggae, una de las bandas que abrió el reggae
Junto
en
a los
Argentina,
Pericos, sí, y
junto
Sumo.
a los Pericos, pero quizás Sumo no aparecía tanto en la televisión, por
Claro,
ejemplo.
este era
¿entendés?
más
En cambio,
pop.
Pericos y
Y
Zimbabue aparecían en la tele y te cerraban
Sí,
los programas de música y los programas para jóvenes y los programas de entretenimientos, los programas sociales y culturales donde había masividad.
Sí.
Estaban los Pericos y estaba Zimbabue.
Totalmente.
Así que tremendo show para que inviten a esa familia, ¿no?
Sí.
A esos que se
este
pegaron.
viernes, 22 horas, ticket hoy. Se compran las entradas para ver al Chelo, a Zimbabue y los hitmakers haciendo hits.
Hitazos.
Obviamente, Mighty.
Va a estar acompañando, me llega por cucaracha que me tengo que ir. Bueno, gracias.
No,
Saludos.
va a estar acompañando el
No,
señor
contame, ¿quién va a estar acompañando?
Pae Villanueva.
Claro.
¿no?
Pae Villanueva y el otro hitmaker que te debo el nombre.
El señor doctor Andrés Castro.
El mismo. Así que
En el sonido va a estar He-Man.
He-Man
Exactamente.
con Nahuel Giganti.
Sí, desde NDN
Bueno.
Studio va a salir.
Explosivo.
Ey, ¿te perdiste algo? Míralo en nuestro canal de YouTube, youtube.com/fmpelagatos.